What's up, YouTube? It's me, Evan, back with another video for you guys. This one is going to be about Superman, my all-time favorite comic book character, my favorite superhero. I think he's the best, not just because he's the first, but I'm going to show off my action figure collection. Now, the ones that are going to be missing in this video, because I couldn't find them in time, is the Jack Kirby New God Superman and the by DC Direct, and the DC Direct classic Superman with it's like the 1960s Superman. Came That series had Lois and Perry White and Jimmy Olsen. I got those. I couldn't find the Superman though. My collection in storage is scattered. There's no rhyme or reason to it, so I've been looking for a week. Could not find them. But this is what we got, and this is what I'm starting with. This is the first Superman action figure I ever had. Superpowers, Superman. This is made by Kenner. Came with a comic book. This is 12 characters on there. Steppenwolf offer. This came out in 1984. I had this. This isn't my original one from as a kid. I bought this off eBay. The case too. I bought from a collector off Facebook. But yeah, my original one I played with to death. I loved it. One of my favorite toys. And I was in a lake in Wisconsin, and these girls that my parents knew, who were a little older than me, they knew how to swim real good, so they were taking my Superman out for a swim in the water, and they dropped him way out in the lake, and I didn't know how to swim, still don't. So I've been missing that figure ever since. Glad that I could have this. Next one up on the table here, this is now made by Toy Biz. Toy Biz took over the license for DC figures after Kenner lost it. This is DC Comics Superheroes. This line started with the Batman '89 movie, and then they started to branch out into different DC heroes. So this one came out in 1989. I don't know if I can get the focus, but you can read that. This one had the dumbest power ever, and I still have, this ain't my original one either, I just got this recently, mint on card, but I still have my original one from '89 when this came out, and you could make every kid's dream come true and kill Superman with a kryptonite ring. So that was the power. Pretty lame. But I had a need for Superman. I loved him so much, I had to get this. Next up is the Superman Man of Steel line from 1995. And I was all in on this line. It had the commercial, don't mess with the S. I love this to death. Came with collector cards. Here's the other figures. I got them all. I got the 2-packs too. Love these to death. Although I did sell all of them now, except for this Superman, and then I kept the Doomsday. But everything else is sold. I even sold that ripped up Superman that came with Massacre. I always thought the ripped up one should have came with Doomsday, but they went off Doomsday Hunter Prey. But yeah, I love these figures. Long-haired Superman, Mullet Man. And then after that, I didn't really get into action figures too much. I was more into video gaming and art and drawing and comic books until I seen this in a comic book store. And then this started me down the action figure collecting obsession again. To me, this is still the best Superman figure ever made. It hasn't been topped yet by any company. Superposable. I mean, the sculpt is incredible. Get it to focus. Look at that. Perfect big S like it's supposed to be. I love the bases too with the symbol. This came out in 2003. I have all these except for Cyborg Superman. I missed out on that one. Went to the comic book store when I got out of work and they had sold it, and I never seen another one since. Then in 2003, they re-released it with a new head sculpt. A little bit of a different paint scheme on the colors. On the suit, came with a flag. This was a good line, though. I do have all these. I was so hyped to get another Kyle Rayner because this is a suit when I was reading it at the time. I love the comics. But then, now I love his OG suit the best. And then this one came out in 2004. Frank Miller. Dark Knight Returns. I thought they did a great job on this sculpt. I really like the beefy Superman. Mashed up Batman helmet. I ended up getting the whole line. It was only 4 figures. Yeah, DC Direct was killing it. Then in 2006, Mattel started coming out with their figures. These were a 6-inch scale. The other ones I think were 7-inch scale. They were a little bit bigger. And I ate these up. I love these figures. I got the whole set. Got all these Takema comic books. Very cool. Look at that. I like how they're posed in the packaging. I like the cards. I love everything about them. Same year in 2006, they came out with Clark Kent. Superman 2-pack. I had to get it to get Clark Kent. Clark Kent's always been a weird one. Like in the Superpowers, you could only get him with a mail away. With this one, you could only get him with a 2-pack. I think this might be a store exclusive too. Around this time, there's tons of store exclusives. I can't remember though. If anybody knows, put it down in the comments below. Accidentally skipped this one, but in 2004, the Superman Hush came out. Absolutely love this storyline. I was reading it month to month in the comic books, single issues. And I don't really love Jim Lee's Superman, the way he draws him, but the way he draws Batman I think is the greatest. And Nightwing, I love his Nightwing. So I had to end up getting this whole set. Just because I was a completionist back then. Then in 2007, we got this purple packaging with, they basically re-released figures with new color schemes. But this is like the Superman has the hood on his head, like from Hunter Prey. But it's not the same exact outfit. He's shiny. And the weird thing about this is there's variants here. Some say new, some says collect the comic book or something like that. But this one, if you look here, he's not on the back of the case. I do have that orange Doomsday. I got Bizarro. I got all these. Look at, that's just the regular old Superman. If anybody can tell me what's up with that. I don't know if this is a card variant or what. And then this big one came out in 2005. Came with a comic book. I really liked the way Wonder Woman, Aquaman looked. That was the only way you could get that Aquaman. The Superman again. New head sculpt. Different paint scheme. JLA was a great comic book. I have the whole series. I've read the whole thing. There you go. Gotta take a look at that there. And then normally I don't collect the Justice League Unlimited toys or the Justice League toys because I don't really like Bruce Timm's art style, but I had to get it for Doomsday. I try and get every Doomsday action figure, so that's what I got it for. And it came with a Superman. He looks alright. And if you want to see more Superman action figures that I'm missing in this collection, you can check out, I'll put it in the links in the description below, a link to my every Darkseid figure ever made, because a lot of those came with Superman in it. So you can see those Superman as well. And then this is from 2006. This is based off the Superman Batman comics, which are great. Got the whole series, read them all. This is the artwork of Michael Turner. I know it's wonky looking, but got the whole set. Evil Supergirl, apocalyptic Batman with his Robin stealing things on Apocalypse. You should have thrown him in jail for that. This one here is from 2005, based off Ed McGuinness. Public Enemies. This was the first run of the Superman Batman comic books. Absolutely love it. They also made cartoon movies off the series. They can't match that buff Ed McGuinness art. I really love it. Love the stands. I got the whole series of those. That Metallo was really cheap. I really didn't like that Metallo. But I love that Shazam. I think that's the one I use in my display currently. Yes, it is. Great toys. This next one's from 07. Anything with Doomsday, I gotta get it. It's another re-release of my favorite Superman head sculpt. Sculpt. But they made the symbol bigger and shinier, and the blue darker, which I like the light colored blue better. But here goes Doomsday. Can barely tell the difference on him. Maybe a little bit more yellowing in the bones. This came with a hardcover comic book. Death of Superman. So it's really heavy. I got this from Suncoast. Here's the next one. This is from 2007. This is Elseworlds Tale. When Darkseid kidnapped Superman and messed with his mind and made him believe he was born on Apokolips. He's the son of Darkseid. He's Darkseid's greatest ally. I love Elseworlds. Elseworld DC comic books are kind of like Marvel's What If, but man, I think they're better. They're more adult. This one's from 2007, and this is another series of the Public Enemies. We got Kingdom Come Superman. Kind of slick. And then, love these. Look at that. This is from Suncoast, I think. Or Sam Goody. $14.99 way back then. 2007. Thank God for the rewards program because I got lots of money back. Another one from 2007. This is Infinite Crisis. Probably the greatest epic story ever told. I love it to death. I was reading that month to month and all the tie-ins. I was a savage back in the day. This is based off... Who's the artist? Does it say? It doesn't say, but it's based off the artist who drew in the book there. There's all of them. Got all of them, especially the space suit Donna Troy. Is my favorite version of Donna Troy. Also in 07, and I hate this packaging. They made it round. They're really hard to store. But Justice League of America, they brought that comic book back, and Black Canary was the leader. They really made me a Black Canary fan at that time, making me think she was the world's greatest fighter and all that. And this one, I don't know, it doesn't look that good to me, but had to collect them all back then. That Vixen, man, love that figure. One of the best ever. Back to Mattel. This one came out in 2008. This is when they're doing Collect and Connects. This is for Calabac, I think. And they gave us the long-haired Superman. This is actually a variant, because if you look at the back, he's supposed to be in the Rebirth containment suit, whatever you call it. But this one's a variant, so yeah. Great figure. Reminded me of this one. That's why I had to get it. Those are pretty good. Then this one's in 2016. This is by Gentle Giant. I can't really fit it in a frame. I'll have to back the camera up, but let me back it up to get it in there. This is a jumbo figure. I think it's 1/6 scale. Look at the size of this thing. I'll come in and do a size comparison with my hand. So this is a giant version of the Superpowers figure. Let me bring the Superpowers figure in frame so you can see how close they matched it. It says Gentle Giant down here. Oh yeah, 1/6 scale. Bam. So that's how the both of them look. Only thing it's missing is the comic book. You could almost put a regular size comic book in there instead of a mini. But they got the artwork right. They got the colors perfect. The light blue. And then the back of the card. can see all, it's hard to see, but they came out with jumbo figures for 9 of those. I was mad they didn't keep going with it. I wanted a Darkseid. Can you imagine how big the jumbo Darkseid would have been? But they stopped the line. They got some minifigures down there. Those are real tiny. I don't have any of those. Not even the Superman. But I thought they were cool. And then here's the latest Superman figure I got. This is from McFarlane Toys. It was made in 2022. I ended up getting the vehicles too because of nostalgia. Yeah, so this is, they brought the Superpowers line back again. DC Direct also made the Superpowers line. I gotta look for that one. I might get that. That matches that. Yeah, but you can see the difference here. That's how these look. So it's a little bit different. The head sculpt is way better on the old one. So is the S symbol. Yeah, so that's my Superman collection for now. Put it in the comments your favorite Superman figure, and if you're a Superman fan or not. Let me know. Thanks for watching, and remember, I'll put the link for that Darkseid video in there later. Thank you, bye.